and their generosity, both in sharing their genes with each other to produce their progeny, and also in endorsing and funding today's festivities. Thank you. If I overstep in regards to any of that, and someone else would like to say it, then I fully retract. And I say whichever bit you like. So, I'll also conclude with some strange metaphors and impertinent advice on marriage and relationships in general for you. So here we go. I first encountered Hamo at a Sydney private school for aspiring speech givers. I was immediately impressed by Hamish's large hat size and robust approach to the schoolyard game Bull Rush. I could see that Hamish utilised momentum and knew hesitation to be nothing but folly. It was clear that he had a basic understanding of physics. This was early Hamo, it was Hamo archaic. Although quite warlike, he did possess some tool-making skills. Sadly, these were deployed in making a large wooden mallet, the only discernible use of which was to bludgeon. Thankfully, though, he was also a burgeoning talker. War didn't ensue, and rather than adversaries over the years, we became good friends. We played rugby together against each other, and as Dan alluded to, sometimes in between. As you all know, Hamo is quite determined. Once he sets his mind on something, it's best not to get in the way. I found that out the hard way during one particular rugby match against our arch nemesis, the Sydney Private School for Aspiring Yacht Owners. At the time, I saw myself as a fast and dynamic forward speeding around the park, tackling any who dared run. I was a breakaway. Hamish saw himself as a fast and dynamic forward, speeding around the park, tackling any who dared run. However, he was a hooker. One sunny afternoon, we were playing in opposition to a particularly yachty-looking winger, who I gleefully prepared to take the wind out of. We packed down the scrum, and as the ball flew from the opposing lock's feet, it was pretty clear that Yoshi was going to get the ball, so I made a beeline. And for about a split second, I sort of congratulated myself on the impending impact before boom! An almighty impact, sprayed blood everywhere. Sadly, the blood was mine and Hamish's. The only damage to the opposition was our combined blood splatter on his jersey. I always like to remember that Yachty squealed in panic, but I think he probably continued down the sideline and scored a try. Everyone on our team probably glared at us. I have no idea how he managed to get out of the scrum so quickly, but more than that, I have no idea why he decided to torpedo his gigantic noggin into my forehead. I suppose we did become blood brothers, and that's kind of a good thing. And I realised two things then. Hamo is full of surprises, and Hamish has only a basic understanding of physics. So I was pretty heartened when I found Hamish sitting next to me in physics class. I thought things might improve. Sadly, he didn't really relish the theoretical side of physics. He preferred putting physics in action, and he preferred learning and storing and using information to win at talking. So his two great strengths started to emerge, and one of those was lifting heavy things, and the other was talking. So, luckily for Hamish at our school for aspiring speech makers, there was an elder mentor who was adept at both of these things, who took him under his wing as an understudy, and the arrangement proved fairly fruitful. Hamish soon lifted very heavy things and talked most confidently and convincingly. A worrying trait that emerged, and it's funny actually because Dan mentioned he used to look like Glenn Lazarus, another large rugby player, but the worrying thing was they started to sort of morph and look both like each other, which was strange, but then it was reassuring because they collectively looked like Phil Kearns. And being good at lifting heavy things and talking, I guess he was heading in the right direction. So Hamish got so good at talking that he was asked to lead a team of talkers who would talk at other people and tell them they things. And Hamish was able to tell people they were wrong about just about anything. If they thought something was wrong, he would tell them it was right. If they thought something was right, he would tell them it was wrong. He was very good at this, so much so that he won awards for our school, which made us all very happy. I suppose he was becoming Homo sapien, wise Hamo. And around that time, he learned how to drive. And he's the proud owner of a mighty luxury European car, a European saloon even. And some people probably remember that car and have enjoyed some journeys in it. Until one particular day when Hamish was descending a very steep hill in Turramurra. And he thought the sensible thing to do would be not to apply the brakes, lest they burn out. So instead, to avoid this perilous, potentially fatal incident, he just careered straight down the hill through a blind corner and into a mercifully long driveway. And that reminded me of two things. Hamish is full of surprises, and Hamish has only a very, very basic understanding of physics. Thankfully, he survived his own driving, and he went on to talk at university, where he told people things were right or wrong as the occasion demanded, and did it so well, he was asked to lead a team of talkers to challenge other talkers from all around the world. Hamish obliged. Which was very nice. And he talked so well that his team won first prize against all the other talkers. So the world was starting to see Homo sapien, but he wasn't Homo sapien or wise Hamish yet. And around that time, Hamish and I took a bit of an odyssey of sorts to explore our wide brown land. There's quite a few tales, but I'll touch on one. Happily, Hamish and I found ourselves in a very small, remote town in Western Victoria, stranded. I say happily because we had destroyed our car's flywheel in a loose sand dune within an isolated part of Big Desert National Park about 2 days prior. Thankfully, we managed to walk about 40 kilometres out, chance upon a passing police car looking for burnt out vehicles, and get a ride another 120 kilometres to said remote town. During the saga, we wanted everyone to be comfortable, and Hamish can be quite reassuring at times. So I hope it's there's potential. I think we succeeded in convincing our French travelling partners that the situation was completely normal and totally under control. That said, I don't think they were particularly flappable, as their first response to the incident was to roll a jazz cigarette. Even as we were bedding down for the first night at the car, literally covered in feral birdies. Being stranded in the isolated town, we decided to get to a major city and fix this unexpected fault in our vehicle. It would take probably a fortnight at least to get a train or a truck that would get that vehicle there, and it had the downside that we'd probably be unable to avoid explaining what had happened. We walked despondently around the town until thankfully I remembered something that someone had said to me at university, happened to have lived in Adelaide, that it was still legal to flat tow in South Australia. So all we had to do was find some tow ropes, convince someone to drive several hundred kilometres to us and hire us a powerful car on a promise, leave in the dead of night and make the border. But thankfully we had a very, very good talker with us. And Hamish also proved to be quite a capable towee, keeping the vehicle straight and true, and for the most part braking when required. We made the 500 odd kilometres without incident until we started to enter the outer suburbs of Adelaide, where we thought it prudent to park up the vehicles and perhaps call the RACV to tow the vehicle into the manufacturer's workshop. As we approached the final traffic light, Hamish thought he'd take a precautionary approach. It was a green traffic light, but Hamish was feeling particularly cautious, and he started to apply the brakes. I myself, being an almost qualified engineer at that time, knew a little more about physics and understood that given the length of the elasticized tow rope that we were using, we needed to maintain some speed so that the tow vehicle could navigate the corner into the uphill turn under its own momentum and steering. Hamish tried to communicate with me via the elasticized tow rope and I with him, and thankfully he relented. We parked the vehicles up, and after we had a brief debate about the relative strengths of each other's comprehension of physics, we managed to get the dormant vehicle to the manufacturer's workshop. And there at the workshop, the mechanic was astounded to find a copious amount of sand embedded in and around the engine bay, and we were so shocked too. But thankfully Hamish was there, and he was able to talk to the mechanic so that he understood that nothing was at all wrong and that the vehicle should be fully repaired under warranty. And that reminded me again of two things. Hamish has an extremely basic understanding of physics, and he's very, very, very good at talking. So Hamish and my friendship only grew from there. He continued on with his own life's adventures. He travelled a lot. He became a successful public servant. He became a lawyer. Years passed, and finally he met Sarah. I could tell immediately from the way he spoke about Sarah that he was serious. Hamish told me they just clicked straight away. And Raina and I were so happy for him. When Raina met Sarah for the first time, she told Hamish he should marry her, and I felt the same. Evidently so did Hamish, and importantly so did Sarah and I. So this is the current era. This is the era of Homo sapien sapien, or modern Hamish, wise Hamish. So, finally I'll offer a little bit of advice based on my one learnings. Sarah, as you've no doubt found, Hamish has broad shoulders and can lift very heavy things, but he has only a very basic understanding of physics. You'll probably need to help him plan and position things so you can get the most out of his powerful brain. And to Hamish, Sarah is from New Zealand. You mustn't let her trick you into barracking for the All Blacks, no matter how sweet her siren song becomes. And to both of you, I think married life can be a lot like flat towing a vehicle through peak hour traffic in Adelaide while trying to keep a low profile. Some people will tell you should be doing it differently. Some people will try to rouse on you when you make a mistake. And some of those people aren't even brave enough to try in the first place. At times you'll need to take a turn at pulling the car along. At other times you might need to take a turn at sitting in the back, make sure everything's steady and you don't both career off into the bushes as the other person pulls you along. But as long as you always trust each other and keep a good eye on the road ahead, it should be a long and happy journey. You'll notice I've skipped over the Homo erectus period. I didn't know where to put it, although I'm sure some of the following speakers do. And so on that note, I might not have another toast. I would like to ask everyone to charge their glasses and raise a toast to the bride and groom. Bride and groom.
Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah. No, it just went through here. Come on, James, you're a bit of a worry, boy. You know how you got on the boat. We're all here. Who was before? I don't remember. Sam.
I learned a lot. I remember this year.
I'm just slightly revisionist version of this story. Oh, I don't have time to go into the detail.
Oh, here we go, the talker.
Yeah.
I didn't mention the fist fight.